whatever it's called, Glaive here. I just start swinging at everybody, and it's just hitting people over and over and over again. The reach is crazy. I really do like it. It scares people like crazy. As you can see there, it did some sneak attacks to that guy. It looks like it did double sneak attack because it gave me that cleave hit on him. And why are you just not dying, you know? Look at that. I hit one guy, it killed all of them. If you like these videos, be sure to like them, give that thing a thumb up. Write in the comments below what build you want to see me work on next, what you want to put my spin on and my take on a build. Put that in the comments below, and as always, subscribe, guys. Yeah, so today a different type of build. I always toy around with this. You guys know that I like casters and I like rogues, so today we're working on a different type of rogue, a strengths-based rogue. I call it the reach rogue because we'll be working with some reach weapons. And you guys are always chiding me on not using anything other than elves or ASMR, so today we're going to use a human. I got a sweet little portrait over here of him, all this good stuff. We're going to go with a regular rogue because you guys can mock me. Now, I did play around with the Eldritch Scoundrel and leveling him all the way up to 20. The problem with doing that was you don't get enough sneak attack right here, and you don't get enough of these rogue feats throughout. You do get to use up to 6th level spells, and you get a lot of them. So it's kind of like an arcane trickster, except you, with doing the strengths build for this, Eldritch Scoundrel would take strength, dex, and intellect, and we're not pumping that much into the rest of those things. Knife Master's not what we're going to go for, neither is Thug. People keep telling me to take Thug simply for brutal beating. Sickened is not really going to do that much, in my opinion, compared to using something like Frightened or Shaken. So we're going to go for regular Rogue because it's what I like to do with my life. We are looking at pumping this up to... We're going to put our racial bonus is going to be strength for a human, because that's the benefit we use with humans here. Is humans get an extra feat at the beginning. Humans also get to they get no negatives on their ability scores, but they also can choose one to add 2. Choose one of the racial bonuses to add 2. Love English. That's TWO and then 2 TO. Yeah. So we're going to put it up at 18 at the beginning. We're going to put our dex up to 16 for a little bit of extra armor, and we're going to be trying to pick up some combat reflexes later on. And combat reflexes in melee range lets you get as many attacks per round of opportunity. If something opportunity is happening, you can get up to 3 of them right there. We're going to leave Constitution where it is because you guys know I like to be really flimsy. We're going to put our intelligence at 13. That's in case you guys want to take something like Trip later on or Dirty Trick. Wisdom's can stay at 10. Our charisma, though, we are going to put it up to 12 just because we want to have some persuade. Here's the benefit of this build is as a human with only 13 hit points as a rogue, we can throw a lot of stuff in for mobility, for that defensive fighting, perception, for traps, persuasion, use magic device. We're going to pump all of these up, and we get to every now and then put a point into athletics, which is going to help us doing some skill checks later on. Our first feats we're going to take actually are not what you would think. We're going to take power attack, and we're also then going to dump into, it's down here, they actually put it down here, they're like, don't take this. We're going to take power attack and we're going to take cleave because we're doing a lot of cleaving hits. I'm going to actually play this out for a couple levels to show you guys how powerful this rogue is in the first couple levels, so you guys don't look at me and say, why didn't you make him, why is he so powerful at level 20 in a level 1 area? As I messed around with this, guys, I toyed around with a lot of things going on here. The benefit of this build is that levels 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up, you get a feat, and it can be a combat feat. A fighter can do a similar thing, a human fighter, but the rogue gets these awesome little rogue talents every even level. And those rogue talents allow you to take some cool rogue stuff, but also take a combat feat. So at level 2, what I was grabbing is I was going for Great Cleave off of the beginning. But with how many how many feats you get, you could do whatever you want. So here for me, because I am a rogue stealth guy, 2nd level, I take fast stealth. You guys can right here grab a weapon focus for whatever reach weapon you're going to want to use, or combat trick and pop over into cleaving finish instantly. But me, I'm going to be stealthing around a lot. I'm going to take fast stealth. It speeds up the game so much more for this build, and this build doesn't have a lot of clickables, a lot of cool usable things like spells, so this is going to be kind of a set it and forget it type build. So I take fast stealth because I'm going to be walking around stealthily a lot at level 2. But it doesn't slow down the build at all with what I'm going for. So here you can see I'm getting another point in athletics, and I'm already at 8 on that because of the modifier with strength here. And here I will take Great Cleave. Great Cleave allows us to, if I hit, I can deal a normal attack against a foe that's adjacent to me. And if I hit that guy, I can keep cleaving and hitting other people as long as I keep hitting. And since we're using a reach weapon, I don't have to worry about not being close enough to them. Now here's the thing though, guys. At Rogue level 2, you get the choice of using a finesse weapon, and I want to read it out to you real quick. I don't think this is going to work right, so I want your opinions in the comments below. Whenever the rogue makes a successful melee attack with this weapon, she adds her dexterity modifier instead of her strength to damage roll. So that says instead of, right? So my strength damage roll, my modifier for strength is already bigger than my dexterity. So I purposely put this into things that I know I'm never going to use, because I don't want my dexterity modifier to be used. And I don't know if, normally, if your strength is higher, it will completely negate this, but I'm going to put this under the things that, just to guarantee myself and for you guys. That's the reason I put it there into that. Level 4, of course, we're going to take Rogue. Now, at any point, guys, you could have taken one level of Fighter, and the benefit of that is getting access to more martial weapons, to armor, a little bit more beefier. You could take full plate if you wanted to be a full plate rogue in this build, but that negative armor check penalty would really dork up these things right here. At level 4, we're not going to take any of these, but we are going to go for our combat trick, and we're going to go for Cleaving Finish. If you make a melee attack and your target drops to 0 or fewer hit points as a result of your attack, you can make another melee attack using your highest base attack bonus against another opponent within, you guessed it, the word reach. And we have a long reach using these weapons that we're using. You can make only one extra attack per round with this feat. So this is adding to our attacks per rounds because we're not dual wielding. And as a rogue, we don't have that many attacks because our base attack bonus is going to be kind of low. We do here pick up bewildering, disorienting, and hampering injury, and get to use those at any time we sneak attack. I love explaining things to people. At level 5, again, we're going Rogue. We're going to go Rogue this entire time, but you guys could take Fighter at any point you wanted to. And our 5th level feat is going to be the wonderful, wonderful weapon focus. You got to grab a weapon focus here at some point for something. And if you're going straight rogue, you're going to want to grab Long Spear. It is the only simple or rogue type weapon that I've seen that has reach on it. So weapon focus, Long Spear. At level 6, now if you were taking at level 2 or level 3 a level of fighter, you could have taken something like a Bardich or Bardich or something else that does a little bit more damage than 1d8. But having a two-handed reach weapon, we add our strength modifier for damage times a half. So it's going to give us a lot of damage whenever we walk around and smack people. At level 6, we get to grab another one of these fancy rogue feats. We're going to go for combat trick, and we are going to grab Cornigan Smash. We can grab Dazzling, which would hit people all around us, but we would actually have to choose to click that. And we want to do kind of a set it and forget it thing. So we're going to be using Power Attack, and we're going to use Cornigan Smash first. At level 7, we grab the Dazzling Display. So now whenever we do that, we're going to get an AoE burst of dazzling them. It's going to be fun. Level 8, of course, we're going to go Rogue. We're going to put another point into our Strength. Strength modifier here is going to add some damage to us. It also helps out our attack. Strength right there is pretty nice for our attack. At level 8, we are going to grab Shatter Defenses. When I'm using my weapon-focused weapon, any shaken, frightened, or panicked opponent that I hit this round is flat-footed till the end of my next turn, and this allows for sneak attacks. And since I'm using Reach, I'm going to be getting a lot of sneak attacks on people. Level 9, we're going Rogue again. Level 9, we're going to grab Improved Cleaving Finish. You can use Cleaving Finish any number of times per round. So if I kill a guy, and then I cleave over and kill the next guy, I can cleave over and kill the next guy and keep going boof, 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 boof. And making those cool sound effects for you guys. Thumbs up for sound effects. Level 10, we're going to grab Rogue. Now we're going to do something different with our combat trick, or our Rogue talent here. We're not going to grab combat trick. Now here's the thing where you guys can split it up some, but I'm going to show you exactly what I like to do. Double debilitation is great because you can use the 2 injuries that make them lose armor class and lose their chance to attack. That's a great one to use. Dispelling attack is great because it gives your rogue more of a utility against casters to take down some of their spells. Crippling Strike is great because it's going to be taking strength away from your baddies, and it gives them, that makes them have to walk slower and gives them less chance to be able to hit you because it takes away their strength attack bonus. Plus, if you take them all the way down to 0 strength, I believe they fall down on the ground because they can't do anything. But we're going to grab as Opportunist. Now, normally in Dungeons & Dragons games, Opportunist allows you to roll or to take 20 on things. Opportunist here, you can make as an attack of opportunity against an opponent who has just been struck for damage in melee by another character. This attack counts as an attack of opportunity for that round and can't be used more than once per round. This, though, is going to help us out some. It's going to give us, if you're using Harem up front, or you're using Valerie or Amiri or whoever up front and you're next to them and they hit somebody, you get an attack of opportunity over there against them. Okay, and I don't think that it adds into combat reflexes later on, but it's something really, really good to take right here because it's another free attack we're going to need. Level 11, hey guys, guess where we're going? We're going for Rogue again. So at level 11, you can take improved critical long spear, or you can take that combat reflexes earlier for that kind of set it and forget it thing. So this will give you the ability to do an additional 3 opportunity attacks per round, or open up your rolling 20 into a 19-20 critical with that long spear. And getting those criticals is nice, but we already get enough extra damage with doing our sneak attacks. So for me, I like taking combat reflexes and getting a reach hit. Again, guys, with this finesse training, the dexterity and stuff is confusing, so I'm going to put it on light shield in case I want to shield bash somebody. I don't know. Rogue 12, we're going to take that point in strength. I record these videos early in the morning, and so the coffee is always much needed. That and my G Fuel. Level 12, we got that strength. And our feat here is another one of these fancy combat things. Again, double debilitation is great. Dispelling attack, you might want to grab one of those. You can grab another combat trick here, but there's nothing else really that we can grab. We can grab a dodge and stuff like that. So at this point, it starts opening up the build for you guys to do whatever you want. At level 15, we will grab our most needed thing, but if you want to grab that improved critical, that's fine. For me, I do want to do some dispelling attacks and messing with those casters. So that's something I'm going to grab here. Again, your options are crippling, dispelling, double debilitation, grabbing a combat trick for either improved critical, or maybe you want to grab dodge at level 12, giving you another +1 to your dodge armor class, making you a little bit more less squishy, right? A little bit more tough right there. But I'm going to go for dispelling because as I run into some casters, maybe I want to take off some of their shields, right? Level 13, we're hitting up Rogue again. Level 13, again, we're just kind of opened up waiting to get this other feat. You can grab your dodge here again to be a little bit more dodgy. That +1 to your armor class for dodge. Maybe you want to go for improved critical for your long spear. I like criticals. Level 14, we're going to go for our 14th level of Rogue. I'm going to grab that dodge for some less squishiness, because dodge stacks on dodge AC stacks. Level 15, this is where the build's done. I mean, the build was pretty much done at level. The build was pretty much done whenever we grabbed Shatter Defenses. That's up to you guys. The build was pretty much done there. I think that was at level 8. We grabbed Shatter Defenses, but level 15 is where it really starts opening up. But you guys are always asking for builds that can go from level 1 and up, and this is one of those builds. But at level 15, the feat that we are looking for is the wonderful, you guessed it, Dreadful Carnage. Whenever you kill an enemy, right, so reduce them to 0 or fewer hit points, you make an immediate persuasion check to demoralize all enemies within 30 feet as a free action. And so when I demoralize them, they become frightened. And since I have Shatter Defenses, those guys all become... for my next turn, which is like another 6 to 12 seconds, they all become open for me to flat-foot them and sneak attack all of them within my reach. And that right there at the level 15 is where this build can be done. But I know you guys are going to want to keep watching, so let's nail out the rest of these 16 levels. Put this point in strength at level 16. Here you can grab your double debilitation. And double debilitate, two kind of things to debilitate them, the debilitationness. Rogue 17 is going to be 17 for Rogue. Again, at any point back there, so at this point you guys can see we're kind of opened up to where we've got so many feats that, and we've got enough sneak attack at this point. We're rocking 9d6 sneak attack that we could have put a class level inside a fighter, maybe at 3, because at level 2 I like my fast stealth. 17, let's grab Critical Focus. It's going to open up for us to do some cool stuff in a little bit. At level 18, again, we can grab another little fancy feat here. Plus, having that level of fighter early on in the beginning will actually open up some different feats for you earlier. At level 18, we're going to grab that combat trick again, and we can go down now and we can get Tiring Critical. Tiring Critical makes them tired, makes them take a -2 to Dex and a -2 to Strength, so they have less armor class for you whenever you crit on them and less chance to hit you. Level 19, Rogue. I would really recommend at level 2 or 3 taking that level of Fighter. It doesn't really hamper this build that much or delay anything, honestly. At level 19, you really can't grab the next feat that we want yet. It's just not available because we don't have that extra attack bonus because we didn't grab Fighter at level 3 like I'm recommending that you guys do. If that's what you want to do, it's going to give you some plate armor to let you use heavier shields and better melee weapons. But here you can grab an accomplished sneak attacker point and grab that finesse training on Claw. And this would have opened up some stuff for us earlier on, and this is why I, again, say you should have taken that fighter level earlier. It really opens up your plate ability. You could have done Defender, Tower Shield Specialist, two-handed fighter, which really would help you. At level 20, I will take that first level of fighter just to kind of show you guys what it unlocks for us. Here we will grab this 1 point in intelligence, which makes us get a lot more skill points to dork around with here. Lets us almost max out athletics and making it pretty much in line with every single thing else other than our perception. Level 20, we're going to grab Exhausting Critical because we can. And that's what we were really looking for. Exhausting Critical makes them take a -6 to Strength and a -6 to Dexterity. Really makes it crazy. Like I said, guys, I would take that level of Fighter at around level 3. It doesn't push you back really at all. I would grab Fast Stealth first and then go for that. All right, so still right now, guys, I am level 1, as you can see, inside of the starting area. And this is one of the first places you can grab a two-handed weapon that the Rogue can use. Now, if level 1 you guys went Fighter, then this is a whole different story. But at level 1, I can, as a Rogue, use a spear. It's not a long spear, but it is a two-handed weapon, and it does give me that extra strength bonus whenever I'm attacking. Now, if you had taken Fighter at level 1, then right now you could be putting on a light shield and maybe a long sword and having a little bit more armor class with what we're doing here. We're already rocking a level 4 or an armor 4 chain shirt, but I wanted to show you guys real quick before I go in here the fanciness of being able to charge and the weapons damage I can do having a strength focused at level 1 build. We're going to charge right in here and do some damage to this guy. Boom, 23 damage, sneak attack. 6 of that was from the sneak attack, right? So the rest of it, 17 of it, was 1d8 plus 9. I'm using my awesome strength bonus there, 4 strength bonus, adding to the damage on that right there. I did 23 damage up on this beast, doing that sneak attack. We're going to come up on this guy and try to get another one because of the attack of opportunity. Maybe, if we get it, unless my team kills him before I do. Right there, we did 11 damage. Again, 1d8 plus, where did it go? 1d8 plus 9 equals 11. So a lot of it, that 9 is what we're getting, that strength bonus. So I've got the 4 strength, and you saw up here I did that again, that plus 9 is my strength bonus from using a two-hander. So we're doing a lot of extra damage whenever we hit just because we're using two-handed strength. And our attack is plus 3. I'm still using power attack, guys. So that's one of the reasons why we're getting that extra damage bonus right there. I didn't realize I had power attack toggled on already. When you start working for formations and party builds, my recommendation is that you would put your 2 tank classes about like this, and then you put your strength reach rogue right here behind them with 3 range characters in the back. You don't need that many people meleeing up front, but your 2 tank characters are there and you're right behind them. Give them some tower shields, give them some work to be doing, and you, while they're up here and you're right here behind them, you're poking through the lines. You're never really taking attacks because you're at a distance, but you're able to do those melee hits from that ranged, 10 feet because you are using a reach weapon. So at level 1, I mean, I don't have the reach weapon yet, but you're over here doing the cool sneak attacks, two-handed strengthening it up, beasting on some people already. You could hit the cleave and do some stuff on them if you wanted to try that on some people. Try cleaving them. It's always fun. Can't go wrong with that. Getting some free attacks on some people just by hitting cleave. You got to have people close to you, right? So there's no reason to cleave this guy if nobody else is around to do it with. I like that 19 damage sneak attack you saw right there. And again, I'm a level 1 rogue running through here, and of course I got my whole team with me, but a level 1 rogue running through here doing this kind of stuff. Another cool thing about having a jack ton of strength is that you move faster on the map with more strength that you have. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Here at Oleg's post, sell off your stuff, and you want to go down here and you want to grab his Masterwork long spear. It is, so if you look at this light pick, it is 2 feet melee, but if you look at this long spear, it is 6 feet melee. There are other items in here that I can't use. This is again a foul shard or faux shard, 6 feet melee, but it's exotic. You'd have to pump a feat to grab that. None of these are really ranged weapons. But if you already have that first level of fighter, then at this point you can just, grab that, I don't think you could take that. The Glaive would be a martial, so you could take that. It's 1d10 slashing, 20 times 3. But we're going to grab this long spear because it does 1d8 and it's a simple, so we're going to take it real quick. Before we do this fight, we will hit that level 2 mark, show you guys the reach capabilities of what we're going to do. Combat trick, we're going to grab fast stealth for this build and have some fun. It is 6 foot melee, whereas just a regular spear, for some reason, is 2 feet melee. Don't understand that, but we're going to use this reach weapon right here and poke some people. Here you'll see me behind 2 of my tanks here. Amir's not really tanky, but you know what I'm saying here. And I'm behind them, and you'll see that I will still be able to poke at these guys from back here. They're going after my tanks. They're not even touching me because I'm at a higher range than they are going after the people here. I just poked through that, got that guy for 12. I'm gonna get this guy here. He's not even attacking me, but I'm gonna get some sneak. That killed him so quickly. My critical sneak attack did 38 full damage there. Okay, or sorry, 43 damage. I did 1d8 plus 9 times 3 with a 5 sneak attack in there because of the distance. Critically hit him using power attack. We'll see if this works too. I didn't get to get him on there, but I'm still using this reach. Boom, missing. What, did I hit that for 17? That was a Miri. But that reach right there, being behind my tanks, way back here, and still hitting that 15 sneak attack back there, because they're focusing in on Valerie or Amiri or Harem, whoever you have as your tank. All right, here I am with that fighter level, rocking a stinking tower shield. I've got 24 armor. I'm wearing banded mail right now, so 7 armor class. It really takes away from your armor check penalty. Makes my skills really bad, but level 20 right now, and wanting to show you guys just doing some damage over here. So I've got power attack on, which allows me to get my corner gun smashes with dazzling displays and stuff. So let's just power through these guys real quick. A horrible initiative though. That's the yeah. So there, I killed one of them. You'll see here, I did the damage. It does a cleaving finish, and it's almost like an area of effect kill here, man. Whenever I hit one of them and it kills them, I'm going to start hitting everybody else all around me because of the cleaving finish there. Plus, it does a dazzling display on all of them because of the shatter defenses and the dreadful carnage, it's going to do that check, that dazzling display check on all of them in that area. So let's just run in there with our awesome Glaive over here doing 1d10. And reaching some people with just death. We want to kind of get over here and pluck at this guy here. I don't know why I'm going so slow. That's not good, ever. Taking some damage here. Bam. Okay. So I hit him with my reach thing. And as you can see, I did 83 damage with that critical hit. And then it starts cleaving everybody else all around me with my whatever it's called, Glaive here. I just start swinging at everybody, and it's just hitting people over and over and over again. The reach is crazy. I really do like it. It scares people like crazy. As you can see there, it did some sneak attacks to that guy. It looks like it did double sneak attack because it gave me that cleave hit on him. You can see that right there. I got a cleave hit, cleaving finish. Hit a whole bunch of guys right there. Took out 2 guys at once, but did double damage on him. 57 and 66 sneak attack because he's going after Lindsay right there. We are going to see if I can charge over into this guy. and it's not. I'm just gonna walk over to him. It's gonna take longer. And why are you just not dying, you know? Look at that. I hit one guy. It killed all of them. I got an attack of opportunity for a sneak attack there because he was using a bow. It's a crazy fun build, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one. One thing I would suggest is that you can pick up a buckler as a rogue, and that gives you +1 armor class early on, and go through there. Again, thank you for watching this video. Check out some more of the other ones that I've got going on. You guys are awesome.